Hey, what's going on YouTube? Marine X back at it again. Listen, have you ever been in an emergency situation where you thought you had everything covered? Maybe you did have everything covered for a few days, and then lo and behold, stuff start running out, whether that's tissue, soap, paper towels, milk, so forth and so on. Have you ever found yourself it's time to get into the stage of trading with neighbors or bartering with others? I bring you my SHTF Bartering Nuclear Football, kind of something the president carries around. I get all that stuff, but for me personally, this is something that I use. I've deployed it, and it's similar to my larger bartering kit. You may have seen that video. If you haven't seen, I'll link that up below. This is a portable bartering kit that I can take with me on a bike. I can walk this on foot, take this on a one wheel, whatever the case may be, and have items for which I can trade. But before we jump into this thing, if you're the type of person that likes man cave stuff, tools, survival, EDC, join the battalion. Hit that subscribe button below. We would love to have you a part of the battalion, and make sure you check out my Discord. We're trying to grow that. That is one of the easiest ways to get a hold of me, so make sure you check that out with the link below. This is the Pelican 1450 case. This thing is a nice hard shell, high density polyurethane case. Very durable. I mean, this thing can take me standing on it, no issues, no problems at all. So very nice hard case. This thing comes in, the list price on this thing is like $158. Oftentimes, especially on Amazon, you can find it around the $134 mark. You could easily slap some locks on here as long as they're TSA approved. You can check this thing. You don't have to worry about people throwing it around and it getting all beat up or anything like that. So I really like these cases. Comes in multiple colors. I got it in the olive color. You can get it in black, tan, so forth and so on. Nice heavy duty latches out here. Just like any other Pelican case, you know, we're going to have a very high durable case. Now, let me take you into the world of my portable nuclear football. Now, this case has been deployed once. My bigger case was deployed twice. I love that Pelican 1660. Awesome. Here's the downfall. It's heavy. So I only can transport that thing in my truck. It does have wheels, so in theory I can roll it up and down the street. But once the ground was covered in snow and ice, that was out the window. Second, it was hard to keep that thing a secret. You've ever played like a card game, poker, Uno, whatever the case may be. You kind of want to keep your cards close to you, so people know you're in the game, but they don't need to see what you have in your hand. That case, every time I popped it open, everybody and their mom's just freaking looking inside. Next thing you know, I'm more in a protection mindset instead of a trading mindset. So it made me want to get something a little bit smaller, especially having that storm last year. Now, the winter storm of 2021 brought Dallas to its knees. We only got like 4 inches of snow, but it brought us down to like 7 degrees in temperature. Everybody and their moms cranking the heat up, destroyed our grid. So a lot of people went hours and hours without power. My neighborhood, we were in and out of power for 96 hours. And eventually stuff started running out. When stuff started running out, we started trading. Now, when you buy this case, you have to make a decision. Do you want to get the case that includes just the foam like here? Or do you want to buy the case with the dividers? I decided to purchase this case with the foam, and then I bought the dividers aftermarket. These dividers are pretty simple. You've seen these things in backpacks, whatever the case may be. You take these, you move them wherever you see fit, and you make dividers. So we're going to go through about some things that are very, very highly tradable in an SHTF environment. You can use this, of course, end of the world stuff, which is, it's going to be a while before something like that happens, but it won't take long if you're in a hurricane land. I used to live in North Carolina, Tornado Alley. I live in Texas. You know, you get freezing temperatures, whatever the case may be. Very, very smart to have something to trade with your immediate neighbors. Here in the top, we have a bunch of flashlights. Now, these flashlights are very generic. They are made by a company called Total Loham. Never heard of it. But you know what? Everybody and their mom OEMs this flashlight. You see the flashlight that's right on top? That's by Uncharted Supply. You've seen me do reviews on their bags before. Isn't it crazy? Same exact flashlight lets you know that, you know, whoever makes the cheapest Chinese thing, you can throw your logo on there. But it puts out a lot of lumens. You wouldn't believe how many people don't have a flashlight or a working flashlight when they need to do things like crawl into their crawl space, attic, to check their frozen pipes, check their hot water heater, see if I can set my circuit breaker, so forth and so on. There was just a lot of things that people didn't have, and I thought that was kind of silly. So this is a highly tradable item. Right under here, we call some stress relievers. If you like to partake in stuff like that, people can't get to the store. These are highly tradable items as well. Next to that is a fire starting section. Now this fire starting section, it is incredible how many people have capabilities in their household and they can't fully utilize them. So I had lots of neighbors who did not have the ability to start their fireplace because there was wood. They didn't have any type of tinder. You know, they couldn't even light their stove because they didn't have a lighter. So, you know, I filled this up with just a bunch of fire starting things for which I can trade. Lots of big lighters, tinder, whatever the case may be. So when folks are deploying what they believe to be their super awesome kits, you know, we can make sure that they have everything that they need in order to start a fire. We move on next here. This is kind of the ouchie boo boo section. A lot of folks ran out of ointment, headache medicine, Tylenol, all that type of stuff. It was going really fast. Band-Aids. So I just kind of keep this stuffed full of that general type of items that people tend to use a lot of. And then that way I can just trade it, give people Advil or Tylenol, whatever they see fit. Super simple things that you can trade with. Somebody will text you and, hey, do you have this or have that? And that was pretty awesome. Here, I could not believe how valuable duct tape became during the winter storm last year. There was a lot of folks who pipes busted. It had small leaks. And they had no ability to make any quick repairs. Now, duct tape obviously is not the way you want to 100% go to make major repairs on pipes. But if you're trying to lash some stuff together, you don't have 550 cord. If you don't have duct tape, then they're going to be in a world of hurt. That was actually very beneficial. Up here at the top, we kind of keep a little bit of, you know, some spirits, you know, so some Malibus, and some different tequilas, whiskeys, rums, you know, just whatever people seem to enjoy. We have that we can quickly just make a quick trade for, and that comes in handy very quickly as well. Next, we have, these are super expandable towels, big towelettes. Once you open this up and you wet it, it turns into a huge paper towel. So tons of these things. People were having issues with being able to clean stuff. Came into handy very quickly with the ability to be able to make those small, subtle changes and trades. Now, of course, you can supplement your nuclear football trading kit with all sorts of stuff. Candy, feminine hygiene products, condoms. You know, there's a lot of different things you can put in it. This kit works awesome for my neighborhood. I know the type of things that people were missing. These items are easily replenished to the point where I could just simply go make my trades, come back to my house, restock, go back out, whatever the case may be. Now, I was making trades for things like firewood before I started to actually harvest a pecan tree that was near me. I also needed to make some trades for diapers, which, you know, we didn't have enough of a specific size for my son at the time. So this stuff came in handy immediately, and I was grateful for it. I also made trade for the smaller Coleman propane tanks. I wanted to use my camp stove outside. I was able to cook on my stove inside, but for some things where I wanted to fry, right, I didn't have my vent hood because we didn't have electricity. So I wanted to cook outside. I was out of propane. Made small trades for that. So this stuff came in handy immediately. What would you supplement this stuff for? And listen, if you're getting good content out of this video, make sure you hit that like button below. It lets YouTube know they should share this thing with others. Speaking of sharing things with others, this is your last chance. The Benchmade Boost Federal Government Edition. I'm giving this thing away. The video that drops on the 4th. So if you want a chance to win this knife, this is my personal one. You've seen the one that's brand new in the box. This is the Benchmade Boost, and it is the federal government edition in the olive green and khaki colorway. Awesome. It has the S30V steel, as we mentioned before. Check that out. Has a little bit of serration, which is good for making some cuts. And of course, it's a drop point assistant. You know, you can switch the deep pocket clip to either side that you want to. It's an awesome knife. And if you want to win this thing, there's only a couple of things you have to do. One, you have to be a subscriber to this channel. I can see if you're a subscriber, so make sure you're a subscriber. Secondly, you have to comment on this video or any video that I've posted in the month of January with the word battalion. Now, you can incorporate the word battalion in your comment any way that you see fit. You can enter to win this knife as many times as you want, but once per video. Meaning you can comment on this video with battalion. You can go check out my other videos from the month of January. You can comment on those with the word battalion. You now have an entry multiple times, but you can't make the same entry on one video. We're going to put all your entries in a box. We're going to pull those out on Instagram later this week. So, hey, listen, maybe you want to follow me on Instagram. It'll be the top pinned comment if you want to see how we do that drawing. I'm going to reach out to you by replying to your comment. And I'm going to need to get in touch with you via Instagram. So it might be advantageous that you follow me there. And it's that simple. Subscriber, battalion, and you can win the Benchmade Boost Federal Government Edition. And listen, if you like the setup that we have here, click here. I'm going to put some more videos up of other survival type items. You could take a look at that stuff and watch those till you pass out. If this is your first time stopping by the channel, thank you for stopping by. If you're already a part of the battalion, we'll speak soon.